Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Today from Al Muqtama School, we will continue with our first lesson how to write a letter of application. Today we are going to practice writing a letter of application together. Our objective for today, by the end of the lesson, all the students hopefully will be able to write a letter of application. It's the time to remind you with the structure of the letter of application. As we said before from the first lesson, we said that our letter of application made from 5 paragraphs. Greeting with the introduction. To start with, dear sir or madam, if you don't know the name of the person that you are going to send the letter, or you are going to start with dear Mr. or Mrs. if you know the name of the person that will receive your letter. The introduction, you are going to start with the formal greeting, the reason for writing, then where post seen. And we continue with the main body, which contains 3 paragraphs. The first paragraph talks about what are you doing now. The second paragraph is talking about what qualifications and experience you have. Number 3, what you are like or your character traits. Then we end with the conclusion, when you are available for interview and your contact details. Then you are going to close your letter with yours faithfully if you don't know the name of the person who will receive your letter, or end with yours sincerely if you know his name. This is a useful language to use while you write your own letter of application. Today we have a sample. Inshallah, we will write it together. Write a letter of application to Peter Manfred, the chief editor of World News magazine, applying for the job of a journalist as advertised in the local newspaper. And you have some helping tips. You can use them to write your own letter. Helping tips is, how do you know about the job? Qualifications and relevant experience, personal qualities, and your email address. Thank you. Let's start with our writing for the first. We should start with the introduction, and you have some helping tips to write your own introduction. You can start with, I'm writing this letter to apply for the position of, and you are going to write the name of the position. You can use, it was advertised in the local newspaper yesterday. This is our sample. Dear Mr. Peter Manfred, I'm writing this letter to apply for the position of a journalist, which was advertised in the local newspaper yesterday. You can use this introduction for your own letter, or you can justify it with any other words. You can write another introduction as you have from helping tips before. And then we will continue with the main body. This is a helping tips for the 3 parts of the main body. The first paragraph, what is going to talk about, what are you doing now? You can use, I have graduated from Qatar University, or I am a student at Al Muqtama School. This is a sample for your main body to talk about what are you doing now. I am 21st years old and I have just graduated from university with the first class degree in media and journalism. With your qualification and experience, first you have some helping tips. Use them to write your main body paragraph. The second main body paragraph is talking about your qualification and your experience. And we have a sample for this. As you see, I believe I would be suitable for this job for several reasons. Firstly, I have a master's degree in public relations and advertising department. In addition, I have good communication skills as I can speak English, French, and Italian very well. Moreover, I have been working part-time as a reporter in a share newspaper for past 3 years. Then we will continue with the last paragraph from the last paragraph from your main body paragraph to talk about your character traits, and you have some tips for you. You can use them to end your paragraph. I am organized and hardworking person. You can say I am kind and friendly person. You can say I am a cheerful and friendly person. As you would like, you can use what you prefer. This is your sample to write about your character traits. I consider myself to be a cheerful and friendly person with a keen eye for details. As a reporter, I need to make sure that everything is true. The conclusion. Our conclusion to end our letter of application. You have some helping tips. I would be grateful if you consider my application. Please find including my CV and so on. This is the sample of your conclusion. You can use them as you like. I would be grateful if you would consider me for the position and you are as exactly you have in the sample. Sorry. This is our product, the final product of our letter of application. As we said before, you should include 5 paragraphs, introduction, 3 main body paragraphs, and a conclusion. As you see, again, you have a greeting with the introduction. Dear Mr. Peter Manfred, I'm writing this letter to apply for the position of journalist, which was advertised in the local newspaper yesterday. Then you continue with the main body paragraphs. You have 3 main body paragraphs. I am 21st years old and I have just graduated from university with first class degree in media and journalism. To end with the sample as we said before. This is your conclusion. I hope all my students understand and try to you have to start to writing your own letter of application, and I'm waiting for your own products. Thank you. I hope to see you later, inshallah. Thank you and goodbye for this now.